Shalom, this is son of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua 144. Coming back to you with another live video. I come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of the daughter of Babylon and to preach his good gospel to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up the 12th tribe of Israel. As well as you speckled birds that look like the other nations, but your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. Before we get started, I'm going to face the east. Give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the head apostles, elder / bishop in the great millstone. Taught me 100% of this truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to you, sincere elect. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, whether they hear or forbear. Shalom. Topic of this title of the video is family, friends, or foes, enemies. Let's get this right here in the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 35. For I am come to set a man at reverence against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. That's what's going on right now in this truth. Family, friends, your spouse, whether, your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? For you Akiums and you Aquas with your little husbands or your little boyfriends, they're foes as well too. Gone. Family and friends are foes when it comes to dealing with the truth. But they're not a foe when it comes to Esau and his kingdom. Let me get another one. Salakia, let's all this noise go by right quick. Judgment. You know your family gonna hate you, your friends is gonna hate you, your spouse is gonna hate you for this truth. People hate the truth right now because they so comfortable living in sleazy Esau Edom's kingdom, following these Idumeans. They look good now, but wait till the Lord take that sword away from Esau. They're gonna look back to their natural lower state. This is what we get for breaking the commandments and following other nations and other gods and other things and ignoring the true power that exists. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. But men shall hate you. Your family's going to hate you. Your sister going to hate you. Your aunt, your moms. Because they love this kingdom. They can't let it go. They'll do anything for $1 today, They'll do anything for $1. They will curse you, then turn around and ask you for money too. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reapproach you, and cast out your name as evil, for the son of the man's sake. For the sons of man's sake. That's facts. They're going to hate you. They're going to hate your guts. They're going to talk about you. They're going to cast your name as evil. They're going to separate themselves from your company because you're not with the abominations in this place. You're not with the fake, the phony, you know what I mean? The backbiting and the hating of your own people. You're not a 2/3. When you are elect, you got some respect for your nation of people. But when you're not of the elect and you a 2/3, of course you're going to be into that drill music, which is deletion music, self-destruction, and depopulation at its finest right now. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 23. Rejoice in ye that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. They also hated the prophets. The prophets ain't speak about nothing smooth and nice, prophesizing sweet things just to please the ear. No, we're going to keep it funky. We're going to bring out facts, truth. Not lies, not deception. What they got going on in these Christian churches right now. Singing and dancing, and Gorilla actually get a gospel award. Well, where she made a gospel song. There we go. Let's get this right here. Hold on. They want to hear smooth things all the time. That's the problem with our people. They want to hear smooth things. They don't want to hear something blunt, hard. The Lord work on both sides of the field. So if you think you evil, and you think you on demon time, and you think you the biggest gangster, well, the Lord got you in the trick bag. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah got you in his trick bag. Hold on. They like to hear prophets of deceits all the time. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophecy of deceit. That's what our people want to hear. They want to hear smooth things. They don't want to hear the truth. They would rather be fed lies and deception that Esau can make it in the kingdom and the Lord loves everybody. That's not true. If that was true, the Lord would be here right now. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh shall be here right now, governing the earth. It will be no deletions. It will be nobody sick. It will be nobody hungry. Nobody will be aging old. Everything will be gold, fine gold on the earth right about now. But the Father and the Son not here. They prepping for war right now. All our people want to hear is prophecy of deceit, smooth things, lies. Well, you could go to them Christian pastors in them churches. If you want to hear prophecy of deceit, go to them churches. Don't come here. Hold on, I got another one for that. They always want to hear smooth things. Prophecy of deceit. Hold on, let me find this right here. It's in Titus 2 and 3. Let me find that right now. We're not here to preach anything full of lies. They want to debate all day. These other nations is jealous of us. Very been jealous of us. And everybody culture except for their own. They want to sing like us, dance like us, dress like us, talk like us, copy the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? But we not here to prophesy anything sweet, pleasing in the ears. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesy both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Because there's going to be nothing but death, destruction, war, famine, pestilence, hurricanes, earthquakes, wars against nation, civil war, class war, race war. Let's get that. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor prince, and the courses of their actions shall stand in power. That's a fact. Trump, 700 troops out of D.C. right about now. They got some in D.C. and they going to Chicago right now. And they're going to work their way to New York City. So it's going to be nothing but what? Martial law, curfew, more new rules and regulation and policies on the street, tanks, Humvees, soldiers. Police is basically going to look like security guards. So it's not going to be nothing but sedition. People ain't going to want to go home early. People are still going to fight to stand out and party, cut their music on loud. You ain't going to be able to drive your vehicle at a certain time. And certain areas is going to be blocked off at a standpoint. So it's going to be martial law, nothing but soldiers in the street. So all this sweet and fine dandy lifestyle, you can do as you want, that do as thou wilt spirit, which I keep saying is a demon. You're going to have to get rid of that. Now, all that pride and, I got my rights and Second Amendment and da-da-da-da-da and free speech and I can say what I want. Yeah, they're going to grab you up, gun butt you, throw you on the floor and lock you up. And everybody's just going to have their phones out screaming and shouting. It's going to be nothing but sedition among men, invading one another. They ain't going to regard their kings nor princes, man. This is verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So when you think you could go from Brooklyn to Queens, Queens to Brooklyn, Brooklyn to the Bronx, Bronx to Brooklyn, and things of that nature, nah, it's not going to happen. People think martial law ain't going to really kick off. Well, guess what? They're slowly issuing it out right now. So no matter how you feel, the government don't give a damn about you. You don't control nothing. You don't run nothing. And it is what it is. And they don't like brothers like us for preaching and teaching the truth. But so what? I'd rather be truthful than be a liar. But you know what that's going to cause? A lot of issues after a while. Shortage of food. Right now, farms in Texas is going empty and shutting down. There's nobody moving the cattle around and dealing with the crops in the farms. So if they're not servicing and working in the farms in Texas, you know what that means? Eventually over here too in New York State. There's going to be shortage of food. You see, everybody can feed themselves right now. So they got full of pride. But wait till them store shelves is empty. And the government is not importing and exporting food into supermarkets. Let's get that right quick. Because them store shelves is going to be empty. See, they want us to prophesy smooth things and nice things and pleasing to the ear. But when you look around the world, ain't nothing nice on the news. Ain't nothing good on that news, you know. Shout out to Howard. In the news. Shout out to the Akia, man. Shout out to the Akia, man. Gotta love that brother right now, man. I just saw you. Where did you fly off to? There you go. Man. There's a lot of bugs out here, man. Summertime brings out rats, roaches, and snakes in a physical form of man and woman too. Not only in the, its natural state as a bug. But back to the lesson though. It's going to be a shortage of food. You see, everybody's stomachs is still full right now. But wait till everybody's scrapping for that last gallon of milk and that last can of beans and that last bag of rice. 20 people fighting for one bag of rice, 1 gallon of water. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. God, it's going to come a time when food ain't going to be no food. You got the farms in Texas slowly shutting down. Slowly shutting down. Sleazy Esau Edom is allowing this to happen. When all hell break loose, they're going to want this word. But the words is not going to be available because there's going to be a famine of the word. Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run, meaning your water. You ain't going to have no water. Ain't going to be no running water. You can't bathe. You can't flush the toilet after you do what you do, pass some water or did a number 2. They're going to shut off the water as well as electricity. Let's get this. Because our people can't stand the truth right now. But oh well. Matter of fact, because they always got a lot of pride. Pride comes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So you know how it is. People got pride. Pride got to come before destruction. The words of the Lord is faithful and true. Let's get that, actually. They want to hear prophecy of smooth things. Like it's all good. Ain't nothing good right now. Just turn on the television and look at the news. Ain't nothing good up there. They think this prophecy is something, a joke right now, that the Lord playing with them. Like he just sent Moses out there to do the work and send Noah out there to do the work. You know what I'm saying? And send his only begotten son out there to put in that work and be crucified and lynched on a tree, which symbolizes a cross from a point of view after they lynched him on a tree. Let's be honest about that, because these Christian churches ain't going to teach that. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. Thus said Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, God, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. See, people think the book is a lie. But wait till it's starvation, pestilence. The farms is shutting down because the animals is becoming unhealthy right now. Chickens are catching Flu, like diseases breaking out with pus and boils on the animals. They can't service that. They can't put that in that type of meat in the supermarket. It's gonna be a famine soon. You ain't gonna have no water to drink. True story. Got a brother over here walking with a big thing with water. They gonna be fighting for that. What? Your own mother gonna run down on you with something. Trust and believe. You know, because everybody got money. I got money. I'm good. The Lord don't give a damn about your money, you know. Let's get that. The Lord don't care about your money. Better watch where you walking. They like to play with the men of the Lord. But let a YN be out here standing up with a group. Where his people? You think he gonna try to walk past me and brush me? No, I'll punch you on camera. I'll turn the camera towards you and knock you into that van right now with a left hook. Stop playing with the men of the Lord and keep it pushing, sleazy. They think money gonna save them. Let's get some precept on that. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. God. You can't go to the Lord with your bag full of money and show him how much numbers you got digitally in your crypto wallet. Because soon enough, the banks is going to get rid of paper money. And you ain't going to be able to buy and sell with fiat currency. We all know that, of course, right about now. But what you know what that leading to? That charagma. That MOT to the BBB. That RFID micro C hip. In your right hand and in your forehead. And able for you to buy and sell and to pay your bills, you're going to have to take a micro C hip in your right hand and your forehead. This is why they're coming out with a lot of digital vehicles right about now. You see Japan, you see China, they got a lot of electrical vehicles. Government could shut that off at a push of a button. Contact the car company, pull up the license plate of your vehicle, push that button, and it will cut it off. But let's keep talking about money because I got money. But I'm not, money don't control me. What are you running to? Damn, you making me want to kick you, sidestep and just kick you. Like, don't be running on brothers like that. I just sidestep and kick you. Nothing but demons out here in my neighborhood. You know that? So the Lord really manifests one out of the spiritual realm. Just like in Miami in the mall. You see, man, that so-called alien in the mall. When they bought like the whole police station came out to surround that mall in Miami, they talking about it was what? How tall? Almost tall as the building. Remember, the Lord could do anything and manifest anything. He who create the brain knows it all. Government can't manufacture you a new brain. You don't care how much money you got. Remember that. Because people got pride in their money right now. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So, you know, money is a defense. Money is a tool. But money cannot get you into the kingdom. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So you can survive in these times. You will know what to do, when to make a move, when not to make a move, how to make a move. See, the Lord will be dealing with you. Let's get this right here. Because you know people like to put their money in a stash and I got the bag, bro. You know, we've been saving up, and that's not going to save you in the day of the Lord's judgment. When a tsunami or a tornado or earthquake kicks off at a high magnitude of earthquakes, what are you going to do? Remember when we had an earthquake in New York? We had an earthquake in New York. People was petrified at a small magnitude of that. A small magnitude. So your money is not going to save you. I don't care how big your bank account is. I don't care how much money you got stashed in the bag, underneath the floor. It doesn't matter. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Because, hey, you can stash money as long as you want and save up all that money or win the lottery today. But you don't wake up tomorrow to spend it. Or you might do what MC Hammer did. Yeah, you got all that money and you went out like MC Hammer. Oh, man, that's my boy. Yo, that's my girl. Yo, we got babies. Next thing you know, you in the courtroom with your lady, driving you crazy. See what I'm saying? It's real like that. People only know you for your money. But it's best to keep your mind on the set of the affection above the earth. What's above the earth really what matters. You ain't going to be here forever. So why not set your treasures in the heavens? So when you leave here and you leave tangible stuff around, you got the spiritual realm. You got the kingdom. You got what? 40 acres in a mule, a gold crown, a throne, 7 wives. See, women don't want to hear that part. They are designed for one man. They're like water. Don't they get wet? If 10 men put his hand in that glass of water, you know that water is tainted, man? Think about that. Every man done touch her. Ew. I don't want that. I'm good. Like, you slept with who, him, Tom, but what? So you see, they think about money all the time. So they think they justified by their money to do evil. The Lord didn't give no man the license to sin. I'm going to get that after I get this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where no moth or rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. You think anybody could go in the Lord's house and steal right now? Nobody could get in the Lord's house and steal. It's a mighty angel waiting for you with a sword. Chop you in two. 8 foot, 9 foot tall, masculine. Probably weigh like 500 pounds. An angel in the kingdom weigh like more, maybe more. You can't move that. That's spiritual. That's spiritual right there. Because people justify about $1 and they think the money is everything. Money is not everything. I got money and I could be doing anything else in the world right now. But I'm going to feed the flock. I'm going to feed the sheep. I'm going to feed my people the truth. So when they come snatch us off the street and they want to delete all biblical stuff, because you got Trump ready trying to wipe out Black history. You see that? You want to wipe that out the museums. You want to wipe away our history of his forefathers getting down on our forefathers, violating our nation of people. And they want to wipe out Black history, which is really Israelite history. Laws, statutes, and commandments been broken, and you wonder why we went in captivity with yokes of iron around our neck. While these other nations been at the bottom, now they at the top, so they feeling themselves, and they jealous about we about to rise back up. But money is not everything. Remember that. Come. Money ain't everything. It's a tool. It's a defense, but it's not everything. Let me get another precept on that. because everybody got pride in their wallet. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. That's all people care about. Oh, I got money, man. I got the bag, bro. Ain't nobody touching me out here, man. I got the bag. Well, the Lord could send somebody to rob you without you even knowing. Now you ain't got the bag no more. Your pride went out the window. Turn it this way. Oops, Salakia. Let me finish this one right here. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we carry nothing out. Like Denzel Washington said, you never see a U-Haul truck behind a hearse. Never you will see a U-Haul truck behind a hearse. Never. Let's be honest about that. What are you going to do? You think you could do this to me? You think you could do this to me? That's how they're going to be reacting when they freeze their bank account. When you wake up and everybody's bank account is frozen and all the banks is giving you a notification, excuse me, about your money. And now everything is what? Cryptocurrency, digital stuff. I've been talking about that from 2008, 2009. Now everybody want to cling on to a brother. Now every family member wants something. Everybody wants to be nice now. But no. I'll be that. Remember that guy that was a bum? I'm a bum. I'm nobody. And da-da-da-da-da. But I still give. But I always remind them, remember what you said? But I still give. But money ain't everything. Let's jump to verse 10. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrow. So as soon as people get money, especially men, when they get money, they think they could buy a woman. Oh, I got money now. She gonna be loving me. But you got a lot of women that, they love you because you got money. But when you ain't have no money, they didn't know you. So it goes hand to hand. Remember, we men. We got to know how to conduct ourselves when we get success and when we get money. We got to remember at our lowest. They gave you a hard time. You're going to go through that. That comes with the package. But if they're overdoing it, being rude to you because you have no money, then you have to get like that with certain people. Money, yeah, it's a defense. It's a tool, but it's not everything. You can't take that with you when you die. You're going to have to leave that behind for somebody else to take up. Or the government is going to put that back into the system and it's just going to go somewhere else. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it. I just wanted to repeat that. You know why I got to repeat that again? Because there's nothing wrong with money when it gets in the right hands of the right person. You put it in the right hands of the right person, it's good. But when you put it in the hands of some evil, no good person, man, trust me, they're going to do all sorts of wickedness and debauch you with money. Let's get off of that right quick. A lot of our people don't like rebuke and being chastised by the words of the Lord, Got to trim the beard a little bit, but I'll give it another while, Our people don't like to be rebuked about certain things, man. You see, if a person don't love you, they're not gonna really rebuke you and tell you when you're wrong. They're gonna sit there and ignore you. They don't care if you fall down flat on your face. They don't care if you spend your money and lose all your money. They don't care if you're even doing right or wrong, whether you're doing righteousness or unrighteousness, especially when you're doing unrighteousness. Nobody's telling you when you're doing wrong. They don't care about you. But rebuke is good. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. That's the problem with our people. They don't like to be rebuked for certain things, man. It's okay for you to be a sodomite. It's okay for you to be a criminal, to be a jack boy. It's okay for you to lie about other people. It's okay for you. You see? But they don't really want to hear these things. They don't want to hear these things. They don't want to hear the rebuke and the chastising of the Lord. You see? This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the songs of fools. You see, the songs of fools is this music today. 2/3 of our people, that drill music, that deletion music, that self-destruction music right now. They don't want to hear the rebuke of the wise pertaining to these scriptures. You know, they go on about their day. I know people got things to do. But the only time they make time for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, where the world ignorantly calls God and JC, only time they got time for the Lord is when something is wrong. Like I said, people only know the Lord is when they want blessings, protection, and they want to look good. That's the only time they want to love the Lord, is when they want blessings, protection, and to look good. Rather than that, they don't know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. But you see, they're going to continue doing delighting in their wickedness. That do as thou wilt spirit is a demon. You want to do as thou wilt spirit is on everybody. Man, I do what I want. The Lord's statutes and commandments is done away with. I can do whatever I want. I don't want to hear that. Like as soon as I get up, before I came out here to get on live, my so-called shorty gonna tell me not to come outside and teach this word. What? You don't want me to come outside and teach the words of the Lord, but when something is wrong with you, then you know the Lord? Like I said, they only know him when they want blessings, protection, and to look good. Remember that. That's the only time people know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's the only time. They want blessings. They want protection. They want to look godly. Let's get that. A lot of our people is into a lot of folly. Something go wrong, yeah, they be cheering on that evil side of themselves. They call evil good and good evil today. That ain't you doing good. You lame. You doing good. You smart. That's for lose. That's for a nerd. Like the whole time, that's a smart brother. Intelligency. What's wrong with speaking intelligent? Having intelligency. What's wrong with being smart today and using wisdom today? Nothing wrong with that. But our people like to render evil for good. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See? They cheer on that drill music. They would cheer on all that madness and wickedness. But you don't see them running down on Esau, on these other nations. It be people that look just like them in the mirror. Woolly hair, skin of bronze. Your own nation of people you destroy every day. But you ain't running down. You ain't going in the white neighborhood. You ain't running down on the Edomite, gun butting them in the back of their head and snatching their wallet and snatching a white woman's purse, but you're going to snatch your own sister's purse. They render evil for good out here in my neighborhood. That's what they do. But they condemn the righteous and glorify the wicked. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 15. He that justified the wicked and he that condemns the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahusha. God. See, they justify the wicked. Yeah, bro. I'm glad you ran down on them. I'm glad you did this. I'm glad you did that. Yo, my G, you know. Hold on, Salakia. All right, this is good. That's what they do. Exactly what they do. Justify the wicked. Yeah, you snatched his wallet, bro. Like, oh, yeah, he in the other set. You know, everything is gang now, but that's starting to get played out because your own gang and your own set will set you up and rob you. They don't care how long they knew you. They don't care how much work you put in. It's a dog-eat-dog world. A dog-eat-dog world, you know. That's all they care about. But don't worry. Those that praise the wicked and glorify wickedness, yeah, they're going to get that drama. They're going to get that judgment. They're going to get that judgment. Let's get that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34 and verse 21. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So everybody rendering evil for good, judgment. The Lord got a reward for the evildoers, you know. That's a fact. Evil shall slay the wicked right now. So that type of energy, yeah, you can keep that energy. Yeah, shalom to you. Shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barakathama to your household. Let's get another one based on calling evil good and good evil. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17 and verse 13. Whoso rewarded evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. That's going to be a lot of people's rewards right now. Rendering evil for good. Your reward is going to be evil, and it shall not depart from your household. See? Because you know why? They want to be that new drill rapper. They want to be that new so-called Tupac. They think they want to be that Tupac today. You could never fill his shoes. But that Tupac spirit, only God could judge me. You're going to have to let that go. You can judge righteously. Not according to parents. According to your parents. But a lot of people don't want to depart from evil. Let's get this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. You know, the government is going to teach you all sorts of debauchery and wickedness, you know. Soon as you turn on the TV, soon as you pull your phone out on social media, it's always something negative going on. You can't even look at the news station and watch the news without something evil going on. It's always something unrighteous going on. Somebody always being brought to deletion. Always somebody warring and bickering. You know what I mean? So let's get this right quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 115. Depart from me, ye evildoers, For I will keep the commandments of my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. God, evildoers don't want us to do this work right here. They want us to do what they doing in the world. Like how when I woke up and my shorty talking about, oh, you going outside to teach? No, don't do that. Then I'm like, why? Give me a biblical scripture why I shouldn't go outside and teach. See? Silence. They have nothing to say. What are they going to do? Lean on their own understanding and be wise in their own eyes? But when something is wrong and they going through something, that's when they know the Lord. Let's get this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 16. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool regardeth and is confidence. They're confident in their wickedness.
Yes, my brother, preach it.
Preach, sister. Thank you. See, a lot of our people is confident in their wickedness right now. Let's get this. Let me go to the book of Amos. I got something for this. Because judgment is not executed speedily. It's in a man's heart to do wickedness. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let me get that right quick. I think it's in the book of Amos. Or in the book of Ecclesiasticus. 5, 7. Let's get this. Here we go. Oh, my bad. 8 and 11. Ecclesiastes. I'm so it's locked here. So much on my mind today. I ain't gonna hold you. Our people can, they hype about that right about now. Because judgment is not being executed speedily. You think soon as you go off with the Lord and do something stupid, angels pop up right in front of you and just chop your head off? You can imagine that? Witnessing that? A lot of people will be sharp right now. I don't know. Let me put the alcohol down. Let me put that blunt down. Whoa, you saw that? Nah, not me. Let's get that. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil. That's the problem with our people. Just because judgment is not executed speedily on the earth, they think they macho. Oh, I just did this. Yo, you saw that wicked thing I just did? Yeah, they render evil for good and good for evil today. Let me get another one. Just slipped my mind. Facts. $12 and $20. Let's get that. because they think it's cool to do what they want. But the Lord said, nah, he didn't give no license to man to sin. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 15 and verse 20. He has commanded no man to do wickedly, neither has he given any man license to sin. Hi. Have a safe ride. Welcome. It's true. The Lord didn't give nobody license to sin. Not even the orange man in the White House right now. Not even Trump could get away with sin. Not even the government. No government on the face of the earth. No man, no woman. You don't care how much money you got. He did not give you the license to sin. But you know people, they're going to sin anyway. They got to stick to their lot. They got to stick to their position. That do as thou wilt spirit is a demon. And I'm going to keep repeating it. That do as thou wilt spirit, you do what you want, the cares of this life, that's a demon. Let's get that. Because all people care about is this life. They don't know about the forever place after this life where it's going to be forever. So a lot of y'all think y'all going to just walk in the house of the Lord. Let's get that, matter of fact, quick, fast, before I get the other one. They think they're going to walk right in the house of the Lord. They're going to do as they will in life. And then they're going to walk in. I'll deal with them later. When my life over, I'll deal with the Lord. See, that do as thou wilt spirit is a goddamn demon, and I'm going to keep repeating it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 21. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. So, God, who that, Scott? Yeah. God, that do as thou wilt spirit is a goddamn demon. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. Show me in the book you could justify your sins. Why you not out here teaching? Why you not out here preaching? If you know so much, why you not feeding the flock? If you love the Lord, you will feed his sheep. He said, feed my sheep. Let's get that. This is the book of John, chapter 21 and verse 16. He said to him again the second time, Simon and Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto them, feed my sheep. That's what Mashiach Yahushua said to them. Feed my sheep. If you're not feeding the sheep, you are a liar. And the truth is not in you. Just get that. If you love him, you will keep his commandments. Let's get that. This is the book of John, chapter 14. Hold on, Salakia. Like that. This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If he loves me, keep my commandments. You know, everybody say the Lord loves them. He knows my heart. The Lord loves me. He knows my heart. Oh, he know about all. Your heart is your mind. Not that little artery in your chest pumping blood. That's not really your heart. Your heart is your mind and your spirit and your soul. That's your heart. Your thoughts. Your brain. Your thoughts is your heart. Your heart is your thoughts. Whatever you think, that's where your heart will be at. So if you love the Lord, keep his commandments. I got something else too. A lot of people lie. Talk about, oh, the Lord loves me. I don't sin. I'm good. I'm perfect. I don't sin. What do you mean? I don't do nothing wrong. I'm not a sinner. Let's get that. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 1 and verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. So all these people talking about, they live in the cares of this life. Like I said, doing as thou wilt spirit is a goddamn demon. Oh, I don't sin. I don't do nothing wrong. You know my heart. The Lord knows my heart. Yeah, whatever. He know you a goddamn demon. When you talk like that, talking about you ain't got no sins. Huh. You a liar. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 1 and verse 10. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. So everybody that's lying about, oh, I don't sin, I'm perfect, the Lord loves me, he knows my heart, you're a liar. You're a liar. You know you're damn well sinful. You're a liar. Let's get verse 9. Because people don't want to confess their sins unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, where the world ignorantly calls God and JC. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 1 and verse 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. See, when you confess your sins, then that means the Lord is dealing with you. But if you think you're not sinning and you perfect, Salakia, let me get some water, y'all. You think you perfect? Nah. The Lord knows your sins, Whatever you said in the dark, whatever you did in the dark, and whatever you talk in the dark, the Lord knows. So it's good to be honest with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Had to refresh right quick. Let's do that. Two-thirds of our people, man, they really hate instructions, And all they worry about is the cares of this life.
I don't have any options, and I really.
That's all they care about. They all into sorts of debauchery, witchcraft, wizardry, tarot, whatever they call it, tarot card reading, and folly. That's folly. The Lord is going to destroy that. You and your deck of cards. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 23. For rebellious is as the sin of witchcraft, and the stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king. All our people want to do is be rebellious, stiff-necked, scoffing, mocking. You can never mock the Lord. You can never mock Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call as God and JC. Let's get the Galatians. Let's get the book of Galatians right quick. You could scoff, you could mock, you could make TikTok videos, you could come up to the camp, you could argue, you could bicker all you want. They could bicker all they want and go back and forth with us. I don't give a damn about two-thirds of our people. They could scoff, they could mock, they could do whatever they want to do. They could get on TikTok and pop shit, Let's get this. Hold on, let me just let John rock. Salakia, I'm sorry. Gotta get away from them. Because the Lord is gonna destroy them too. He don't care about how many balls you got, John. But you know how people, man, they're gonna mock, they're gonna scoff, they're gonna get on TikTok and make little funny videos, but they're gonna crash and burn. You know? Just because you deal with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, with the world ignorantly call his God and JC, they mad. You see, the truth is not for everybody. You're just another character in the world that's gonna crash and burn. So go ahead with your scoffing and your mocking. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Really the truth. They mock and they scoff the messengers of the Lord because they love Esau. They love his kingdom. And they still don't get nothing. They own anything and run anything. What do you run in America? Tell me, brothers and sisters. Tell me, hermano. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what do you really run in America? You don't own no gas station. You don't own no car company to set a brand of a car. Not even a bicycle company. Not even a what? A light company. Anything. But you could scoff and mock the messengers of the Lord. Let me get another one based on scoffing and mocking. Because people love to mock the messengers of the Lord. Because things are still up and running. There's not a famine of shortage of food right now. So they're very comfortable in America right now. But wait till you see that there's no more food. This is the book of 2 Chronicles 36 and verse 16. But they mock the messengers of Yahweh and despise his words and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy. They waiting. The Lord is waiting, man. He's coming like a roaring lion to 2/3 of our people that like to scoff and mock and hop up on TikTok. They too busy doing TikTok challenges and dances. What, Chris Brown? What, with the new challenge on TikTok, the Chris Brown? How you do it? How we do the Chris Brown dance? Yeah, none of that garbage. Breezy going to hell anyway. He gonna be a bum in the kingdom. He's not gonna walk in, but he's gonna come through the lines and the grinds of the elect. Only the 1/3 is gonna repopulate the kingdom through having multiple wives. That's the only way you're gonna get back inside the kingdom. It's through the loins and the grinds of the elect. That's it. 2/3 is not gonna walk in the kingdom just like that. Our people is stiff-necked and rebellious. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 17. Seest thou hatest instruction and cast my words behind thee. That's what they're doing right now. I don't want to hear that. They outside teaching, just like my woman had an argument and let her know, I'm going outside to teach the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'm not sitting inside watching TV all day. Next thing you know, prophecy really kicking in. Day by day, little by little. You wait until the last minute to get right. You a dummy. You a fool. And a fool despise wisdom. But the righteous love wisdom. They don't want to incline their ear. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 23. But they obey not, neither incline their ear, but made their neck stiff, that they might not hear nor receive instructions. That's our people. They think the Lord is going to come down, hand them a bottle of water, a bag full of money and gold, pat them on their back, picking up children and kissing babies. This ain't presidency. We ain't going around hugging. The Lord ain't gonna come back kissing babies. Babies is gonna get slewed too. You heard? It don't matter how old or young, you may get slayed by the Lord. Let's get this, since people don't want to hear the truth. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15 and verse 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of Israel, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So it doesn't matter if you how mighty you is, how strong, how much you can bench press, how much ammo you got. The Lord is gonna delete you. Go to sleep. He's like Freddy Krueger. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta go to sleep. Don't sleep on the Lord. It don't matter how small, how great, how much money you got, how many times you served turkey on Thanksgiving and gave out free turkey, because the Lord not dealing with that. That's a pagan customs anyway. A pagan custom. The Lord not dealing with that. You know, they'd rather be a stiff-necked, uncircumcised nation of people. They stiff-necked, uncircumcised. They have eyes but see not, and ears and hear not. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 47. He is that of Yahweh. Hears the words of thy power, Yahweh. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Our people is not of the Lord. They love the white man. They love the white woman. The so-called white man and white woman. They love the Edomites. They love this kingdom. They know nothing else. They think there's nothing else outside of this. The Lord is about what's done in heaven shall be done on earth. You ain't going to have to pay for anything eventually. And that's only for the elect. 2/3, you come back through the nutsacks and the lines and the grinds of the elect, you know. We'll repopulate you back in the kingdom. Shout out to Omar. Oh, my nation is a hard-headed, stiff-necked people. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11 and verse 8. Yet they obey not, nor incline their ear, but walk everyone in their imagination of their evil heart. Therefore, I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I command them to do, but they did them not. That's our people. They not going to do the work. They not going to incline their ear. But let Sleazy Esau Edom come out with a new thing. Or they got a new TikTok challenge. They're going to incline their ear, and they're going to come outside and going to see what's going on. They're going to take their time to do the Chris Breezy dances. Sit there and watch basketball all day. You know what I'm saying? Watching football. What's the latest thing on social network? That's all they do. They not reading the scriptures, but they will read Facebook. That's the only book they reading is Facebook. They not reading the Holy Bible. They don't want to be wise. Because right now they wise in their own eyes. But until there's no food, famine, pestilence, death, and destruction, which is on the way, when a missile hit America, that's when people are going to try to clean up and try to get their act right. But the Lord not going to be dealing with you because he know who you are before you was even formed in the belly of your own mother in her womb. The Lord know who you are. Let's get that. Because when those missiles drop, you'll see. Let me get that. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 4. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Verse 7. May one turn again that arrow which is shot of a strong archer, meaning them ICBM missiles. Right now, Russia, even though Putin and Trump is still walking and chilling and kicking it and, making it seem like it's all good, fine and dandy, ain't no beef, missiles are still pointing towards this direction in case they get angry. All they got to do is get in their bag and get in their emotion, flip the switch and push it. We all going to sit here and melt. Verse 8. The mighty Lord setteth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Meaning them nuclear missiles, Russia, China. Right now, Iran is, and what? Ishmael and Amalek, those big-nosed rats with the small hats, are getting at the musty armpit Ishmaelites known as Arabs. They getting bomb out of their slides right now. And they increasing their store rent. When you go up in Ishmael corner store known as the Arabs, when you go in a corner store, you know how much they paying for their rents for that store right now? Them small hats is hiking up the price. Their monthly rent. Why you think Ak's so angry right now, Why you think Ishmael's so mad? Who y'all ignorantly call as Ak? No, that's Ishmael. Them musty armpit smelling Arabs. Them big nosed rats with the small hats is defiling the land right now. Let me get another one right now. Our people hate instructions, man. But it's all good. The words of the Lord ain't for everybody. He need more fuel to the fire of those nukes. You're just gonna be added fuel to the fire. The small remnant will be saved up out of that. Let's get this right here. This is a Bible 101. A Bible 101 easy scripture right here. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt not be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the Lord of thy power. You forgot the law, statutes, and commandments of your own power. That's why we at a lower state still. But you know how people, we're going to get reparations. All we got to do is act right, and they're going to give us reparations, please. Oh, please, Esau. Especially Eve that like to deceive. You know the sisters, they like to bed wench every day. They go out, sleep with the other nation of men, then come back to the community and disrespect their own race of men. That's what they do. Oh. But they think the Lord is coming back to make it all nice. Oh, when the Lord come back, it's going to be nice. You see, Sleazy Esau Edom promotes that on TV. That when the Lord comes back, it's going to be all nice. He's going to hand out ice cream and sprinkles and candy, picking up babies and kissing them and loving them. The Lord ain't coming back to make no peace. He's bringing a sword, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So the day of the Lord is not gonna be, it's not gonna be beautiful. It's not gonna be pretty. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So they think it's going to be nice. Oh, we're going to have a good... Well, I can't wait for the Lord to get here. You don't want the Lord to judge you. You don't want Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call as God and JC, to judge you. You are a filthy rag. You are a sinful person. You done lied. You done stole. You done commit adultery. You done been an adulteress. Because women is covetous. They always want what the next woman has. So if you a man that got a woman, stay with your woman. Remember when you ain't have a woman, no woman wanted you? But now that you got a woman, woman want you? Women is covetous like that. Be careful. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? The Lord is coming back with vengeance right now. What the government ignorantly call as UFOs is really the chariots of the Lord. Let's get that. They even make Hollywood movies mocking, scoffing, lying about what's in those vehicles. Elon Musk can't keep up with none of that. Every time he got a little project go up there, it fucks up. The Lord bring us right back down. Let's get this right here. Let's speak about those angelic beings up there, who y'all ignorantly call as aliens, but it's like brothers that look like me, look like you. 7 to 8 foot, masculine, weigh damn near 500 pounds, full of muscle. Let's get that. So right now, the Lord is prepping and gearing up for war on the earth. He got to knock down all governments to set up shop. You know? What is done in heaven shall be done on earth. So all this, what you're doing, all this debauchery, do as thou wilt, spirit will be out of here. With them angelic beings, who y'all ignorantly call as aliens, which is really, I don't even know why you calling me. Dumb. Don't call me. Matter of fact, don't disturb. Forgot about that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 17. The chariots of the Lord Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in his holy place. So right now, the Lord is in his holy place, prepping for war with the U.S. Sleazy E is going to die. Don't mind him. He's full of pride right now. His weak-ass missiles, his weak-ass chariots. Well, you got a little bullshit fucking tank. The Lord is going to ball that up. You ever seen the movie? Oh, y'all all know about Superman. What you think is really upstairs? Esau can't stand the sunlight. He can't even stand in the sun for too long. He needs suntan lotion. Who is the real Superman? Brothers. We could sit in the sun all day. We get energetic when we get sunlight. Talking about that, I need some. Give me, hold on. I need some sunlight. That shit feels so good. Lord. Wada Yahweh Bashem Shah, Ratazah, Baba Kasha. Salaki, I'm in the shade and I feel weird. Like, I need some vitamin. I need some sunlight. They speak about the chariots, what they ignorantly call as UFOs, which is really the chariots of the Lord. They can't even keep up with the speed and the capacity. Government's scared right now, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm happy. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is about to put down these devils. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 5. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and fury and rebukes a flame of fire. So the way the Lord coming back, the way Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah is coming back, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I mean, let that go by. They all going to get blasted and zapped and beamed, laser beamed out of their freaking out of their vessel. You're going to be beaten to powder. You ever seen Worlds of War of Worlds with Tom Cruise? That's exactly. See, you see Ice Cube, he did a little something. It was a low budget, but it was still good. It was still something to watch. War of Worlds. War of Worlds. So all this kiki and kaka, one day everybody's just going to be outside looking up. Outside of their house, just looking up and holding their phones. Looking up one day. Trust me. Military. See the military? Huh. They not really telling you the truth. Let's get this right here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 13. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than the eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. See, people spoil right now. They not worrying because there ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening right now. What they ignorantly call as UFOs, one day you're going to come out and everybody's going to have their phone up, looking up, just staring up. You're going to be talking to people, what's going on? Everybody going to be looking through their window, on the roofs of their building, leaving work, state emergency. What you ignorantly call as UFOs, Esau, you know what that is. Stop playing dumb. Khan, Shalom. Stop playing dumb, Esau. You know what that is. There's only going to be a remnant that's going to be saved in the midst of that. Some people is going to get beamed up. Some people are not. But I'd rather be beamed up than to sit here and be burnt to crisp. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4 and verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. Meaning those chariots we they ignorantly call as UFOs. To meet the Lord thy power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. So it's going to be a small remnant being beamed up. You remember the Nike commercial? You remember that Nike commercial? When they show all the UFOs, what they ignorantly call it UFOs, which is the chariots of the Lord, and they show Poppy getting beamed up, talking about it's lit, and he was getting beamed up in the Nike commercial. That's what's going to happen. Something of that sorts of nature. Let's get one more. Let's talk about Esau for a little bit, and then I'm going to close out. Obadiah. Yep, this is the book right here. Obadiah. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You know what's the problem with our people? They love the so-called white man. They love so-called Esau. Because, you know, every time you turn on the TV, he looks cool. He's the Mission Impossible. Right? He's the Terminator. He's Rambo. Right? But when they show movies with us, we just drug dealers, gangbangers. Huh? That's all they show about us. But they're not going to show biblical stuff, the real biblical truth about us. Esau want to be everybody in the Bible except for himself. Pay attention. He's everybody in everybody's culture except for his own. Book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You know, they spend billions of dollars to keep us away from this truth. They keep us away from the truth, you know. Our people don't want to hear the truth. They comfortable eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, not doing the works of the Lord. Let's get this right quick. Because our people are very comfortable in this place. Very comfortable. They trust in the Pharaoh. Just like while Moses was dealing with the Pharaoh, you got some Israelites that were so scared to stand up and speak. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You know what they seek? Anything in Esau's kingdom right now. Once they could get a little piece of the pie, man, they don't care about their nation. Malcolm would have spit on you. Martin, he would have grabbed that brick and hit you with the brick. Best believe that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. So remember, woe to you that are at ease in Zion right now. Woe to you that are at ease in sleazy Esau Edom's kingdom right now. They are very comfortable. You know why? Ain't nothing happening so much right now. It's still smooth sailing. But wait till it get rocky. Huh? It's still a smooth sail right now. But wait till the waters get rough. And the Lord turn up the notch. Turn up the notch of prophecies. Famine, pestilence, death, and destruction. Let me get one more. I'm going to close out. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues. Khan. Horns charming. Salakia, y'all. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. God. Right now, people too comfortable. They're going to die on their unfaithfulness right now. The earth is exceedingly polluted with wickedness right now. Man on man, woman on woman. You know a lot of women got girlfriends right now, secretly. Oh, I'm going out with my homegirl. Old time, they sleeping together. It's polluted full of wickedness. The XYZ community got more privilege than the regular community right about now. That's straight madness out here. Let's get this right quick. Oh, I got a good one. Because this is what people are actually doing in real time, in reality right now. Let's get this scripture. Like in the days of Noah, let's get that. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 27. They did eat, they did drink, they did marry wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they did drink, they did bought, they did sow, they did planted and build. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom and Gomorrah, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So while you having fun, the Lord is recording you right now. Oh yeah, have your fun. Enjoy. Because there's going to come a time when there ain't going to be no joy. Great sorrow, mourning, and death is on its way. Just like in the days of Noah, they eat, they drink, they party, they marry, they planted, they build. In the days of Lot, in Sodom and Gomorrah, they did eat, they drink, they build, they planned, they had fun in Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, I could do this, I could do that, until it rained fire and brimstone.
Amen to that.
God. Tawada, brother. Thank you. Let me get one more. I'm going to close out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So if you're ready to die for this truth, because one day they're going to persecute us. I know persecution's going to come. I'd rather die on my feet than to bend and fold and die on my knees. I'd rather die for the Lord. You know why? I'm going to live forever. I'm going to have a VIP ticket. I'm going to have many riches, many wives upstairs, than to fold and bend for an Edomite. And you're not white. You're not white. White means in the dictionary, and when you Google it, it means purity, clean, godly. But when you Google black and you look at the definition of the word black, common sense, a void of light, evil, darkness, nothing pertaining to good. So we are not black. We are Hebrew Israelites, according to the Holy Scriptures and throughout history. But with that, I'm going to close out. I've been on here for like an hour and 30 minutes. Actually, 35 minutes. With that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to face the east. I'm already facing the east, but I'm going to turn slightly correctly to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the head apostles, elder / bishop in the great millstone, who taught me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. Keep preaching, keep teaching, whether they hear or forbear. Shalom. Tawada. Shalom. Khan. Shalom.